Welcome to Coffee and Tarot with Mama T. My name is Teresa, and I am welcoming in my Aries friends and spirit for your reading for October 13th through the 19th. I have already prayed over, shuffled, and cleansed the decks that we're using for your reading. I wanted to shave a little bit of time off of these videos by getting your cards all pre-selected and laid out. I will turn the camera around and show you the layout right now, and then I will go over some of the astrological influences that you can expect this week. Then we'll dive into the cards. Okay, this is what your layout looks like. We have the decks that we'll be using are the Cosma Visions Oracle. This will be the last oracle that we'll be looking at. And then we'll be using the Forest of Enchantment Oracle and Tarot. They work together. We'll be using those for the other groups of cards. I've already got questions for each of the cards laid out, and we'll go over those when I am revealing the cards. I've got a brief write-up of the astrological influences that you'll be dealing with we'll all be dealing with this week. The first thing is that the week will kick off with the moon conjunct Jupiter in Cancer, forming a grand trine with Mars in Scorpio and Saturn in Pisces. Emotional self-examination, deep conversations, and taking action are all encouraged with this aspect. Meditation and reflection are also favored, but you should avoid ruminating over anything that qualifies as not my circus, not my monkeys. Worrying about global events during this aspect can lead to a sense of hopelessness. So do take good care of yourself. If you do have to indulge in any of the news over global events that are happening, then spend twice the amount of time on taking care of yourself. The trine is a good reminder to recalibrate, and so today in particular is a great day for a relaxing bath or any sort of self-care. The biggest shift this week is Venus entering Libra, which is one of its home signs, and that's happening today or tomorrow, depending on your time zone. Venus also creates a kite formation with Pluto in Aquarius, Saturn conjunct Neptune in your sign of Aries, and Uranus in Gemini, which all of this has the effect of highlighting relationships. Saturn will add a little bit of a somber tone to things that may leave us feeling left out. So the Sun and Venus in Libra, let those themes be exalted in the way you interact with others. So if you, there's the themes of harmony and inclusion, and just watch for anyone who is feeling left out and invite them in. If you're the one that's feeling left out, then invite yourself in and you will be welcomed. With Pluto and Uranus in the mix, the best use of your energy is to try something different and creative rather than falling into any sense of self-pity. Without abandoning your own values. Oh, that's hot. Acknowledge that everyone is living in their own priorities just as you do. But have discussions with people about about those differences, and that will create a sense of, a deeper connection with those people, and also it will be illuminating and growth inducing for you. Ultimately, let's see, on October 19th, Mercury and Mars are going to form a conjunction in Scorpio, which will create another grand trine with Jupiter and Saturn. These aspects do support determination and focus, which I'm very much looking forward to, and the unusual capacity for both big picture thinking and attention to detail. I'm a big picture thinker, so having a little dose of attention to detail is something I'm also looking forward to. This is an excellent time to start to write up a business plan, to write any kind of content actually, and to create social media content. Keep in mind that while Saturn does encourage discernment, it can also awaken the internal critic. So if you find yourself noticing the inevitable problems, like there always are, there's always problems, but with yourself or with others, then be sure to come to any conversations about those problems with solutions and kindness, or just don't join the conversation at all. As your mother probably told you, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. And finally, during this grand trine, the Libra sun is going to oppose Chiron, which may cause old wounds to resurface. But when those things do bubble up, it's always a good time for growth and healing. The key this week is to focus on what you can actually control or change without assuming any responsibility for other people. Now, let's dive into your cards. The first question that your cards answer is, what does this week have in store for Aries? And the answer will be behind the door of this cute little oracle. This is the oracle deck from Forest of Enchantment, and I just loved the idea of opening the door to find out what the week had in store for us. So that is the central question, and the answer that you get is the Cloak of Vanishing. In this deck, there are a few magical tools, and you got one of those magical tools, and that is the Cloak of Vanishing. And the book has this to say about it. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong book. I got to look in the right book. The Cloak of Vanishing. Okay. The cloak has two powers, so keep your wits about you as you use them. To make sure that you are giving it the proper intention. The first power is that of invisibility. That is transparency. People will look toward you but see right through you. You are still present and can be heard, smelled, and most crucially, felt. So make sure to stay well out of everyone's way. The other power is that of transporting, actually moving yourself from one location to another instantly. You may take another person with you as long as the cloak wraps completely around you both. So the uses of this tool are discretion, secrecy, planning a surprise, slipping quietly away from parties, bouts of shyness, spontaneous trips, and urgent business elsewhere. So I think what the universe is trying to tell us this week is that you might be the operating system running in the background. This week, you might not necessarily be taking center stage, but you'll have the ability to kind of hang back and be observant and see it all. And so, yeah, you'll be able to kind of, be able to display discretion, make plans, and you know get a game plan together, but having that ability to sort of hang back and not necessarily be on center stage, sometimes a very good thing. Okay, so let's see what the gift of the universe is. Your next card, the next question that you have answers this question. Gift from the universe, and the card that you get is the Eight of Spells. So the Eight of Spells is the same thing as the Eight of Wands in the Rider-Waite deck, and the Eight of Spells means incoming news, and it's quick, fast news that may be coming in. And if that is the case, then maybe, being able to sit back and hang back and let other people sort of digest this news while you observe might be something that is happening for you this week. But anyway, this is going to be good news, though, because this is in the area of the gift from the universe. The universe is bringing some swift kind of change and news that is beneficial to you. And then the next question is, what do I have to empty my hands of in order to receive this gift? The idea is, if you are carrying a whole bunch of things and somebody wants to give you something else, or to even just shake your hand, you have to put something down in order to accomplish that. Same thing with an overly full calendar or your very busy mind. You have to create space in order for the universe to deliver this gift. And, there's got to be a vacuum. The universe loves a vacuum. It loves an empty space so that it can fill it. And the thing that you have to put down in order to receive the gift is the Five of Boons. This is similar to the Five of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite, which I'm going to just pull open here for you. I'll pull up a copy of that so that you can see what it looks like. The Five of Pentacles is about a sense of lack. It's so you need to walk away from that sense of lack or not having enough. The Five of Boons in this card shows these two children sitting, or two people, not necessarily children. These two people are sitting outside. They're huddled in the cold underneath a single blanket. They are kind of pooling their resources, figuring out what they have, and realizing they just don't have enough. But in the distance, just a short little place away, is a warm shelter with an inviting light. If they would just turn around, then they can see that that's available to them. It's the same concept here in the Five of Pentacles. These people are down and out, but they're right next to a sanctuary, and all the abundance that they need is right behind that wall. And so that's what the universe is telling you to put down, is this pervasive idea that you don't have enough. There is enough. You just need to look around. The next question that your cards will be answering is, how will I approach this letting go? What help is available to me? And the answer that you get is the Geomancer. Let's look this up. I don't know the answer. I don't know this deck very well. It's a new deck to me that I drooled over for quite a while before I finally indulged and got it for myself. But so the Geomancer is not one I've read yet. Okay, the Geomancer means generosity, sensibility, and nurturing. In a reading, this is symbolic of a deep connection to the earth and its alluring powers. The Geomancer channels this earth magic with such compassion and comfort that it almost moves through them as a conduit. The Geomancer embodies generosity and asks us to be sensible with how we spend our money and what we can do to nurture the earth. They have a remarkable ability to see upcoming events by reading the Earth's past and can cast a shield of light in a dimming world. So the approach in letting go of a sense of lack is being generous with what you already have. It seems counterintuitive, but it is amazingly effective. And then your final card is advice or support from Spirit. What advice or support does Spirit have for you as you embark on this week? And you get the Crow, which is the same thing as the Magician. This is an amazing card, an awesome card to get. I love it. Let's just talk about what it means in this particular deck. The Crow teaches us how to change energy into a force of creation. We can learn great things from the Crow, but even greater things come from ourselves. If you can will it, it can happen. You have called upon the Crow to manifest boundless creative energy. Let it fill you and then exhale it back into the universe. When there is something in your life that you want, meditate on it. If it doesn't already exist, create it. You will find that you naturally gravitate towards the paths that will get you there. That sounds like a fantastic week. I really look forward to hearing how this pans out for you. Leave a comment for me and let me know what you're looking forward to. If you like this video, be sure and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, so that you are notified in your YouTube feed when I create new content. Thanks for joining me, my Aries friends, and may you have a magical, creative week. Bye now.